morning, everybody. It is Monster Truck Show day and we are so excited. I just got myself dressed and ready for the day, and yes, I even wore my Monster Jam shirt today because, you know, you gotta represent. We're so excited. Like I've talked about before, like when the girls were younger, we used to go all the time. Well, I shouldn't say all the time. There was like 3 or 4 years in a row where we would go to the Monster Jam in Houston at the Energy Center, and we had so much fun. But then COVID happened, ruined everything. So it has been a very long time since we've been. Few weeks ago when TJ had seen that there were tickets on sale for this particular show, he was like, let's go. That was actually really cool because the tickets were actually really cheap. We got the early bird special. I think it's called early bird special or whatever. And we got like the VIP seats. They were like $35 a piece, I think. And it's just me, TJ, and Charlotte. I really wish that our other girls could go, but, you know, kids get older and they move out. You know, it just is what it is. So it's just the 3 of us going, but we're going to have so much fun. So they were really cheap. We got the VIP. It includes like your general admission and the pit party pass. So we get to actually get in a little early, walk around, take photos with the trucks and the driver, get autographs with the drivers or whatever. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We used to do that whenever we would go to Monster Jam at Energy. We would always do like the pit party, even though like it was way more expensive to do that. It was a bigger arena too. It was like monsters, you know, no pun intended. But we would do the pit party pass, and so we would walk around and get pictures with all the trucks and everything. And it was always so much fun. And it was nice because like there was a lot of people, but they were like spread out, so you didn't feel cramped or whatever. And so then we would be able to, you know, get in there, you know, check out all the trucks, take all of our pictures, and then go and eat, find our seat before the show would start. And so it was just kind of like calm and just very laid back and chill. So that is the game plan for today, but we're not leaving for a few more hours, but we are getting ourselves ready. So we got, breakfast has already been taken care of. I got my leg workout in today. It was a killer leg workout. A lot of leg exercises, like including my my resistant bands, and that just like made things so much harder. Like I've mentioned before, you know, like I work out at home, so I have, you know, X amount of dumbbells, and so I'm always trying to either increase weight or increase reps. And so today I was actually able to kind of do both really. Because especially since I know weigh-in day is tomorrow, and since I know we're going to the show and everything, since I don't know what is going to be at the show, I will try to make the best choices as possible. I don't want to screw up weigh-in tomorrow, but so I'll do the best I can. I've already tracked my pre-workout meal, breakfast, lunch, and then whatever we're going to have there. So the scale's just going to say whatever it's going to say tomorrow, and we're just going to move on from there. It's not a big deal. I know I'm making good progress because I can tell the way my clothes are fitting, the way I look, the way I feel, you know. So, I mean, you know, the scale doesn't say everything, but I will bring you along so you can see what we get into, some of the trucks that we're going to see. I have no idea. Normally, like with Monster Jam, you can get online and you can see like the lineup of like what trucks are going to be there. But I have not been able to see that for this particular show, because this show is actually called Monster Mania. And so it's not just trucks. There's going to be like people on motorcycles, like the dirt bikes, doing tricks on the dirt bikes. And then there's going to be like the big roll cage. I don't know what the heck it's actually called, but it's like a big metal ball. It's a big metal cage that they can go in, and they get going really fast, and they can actually do loops, and they can go upside down. It's really cool to see. I've only seen it like one other time. Years ago, I took the girls to, it was a circus at Energy, and it was the Barnum and Bailey circus. I think it was actually the very last circus they ever did in Houston, because it was like shortly after that, I don't know, there was like, people were like flipping out over like the animals and stuff, and so they weren't going to do the circus anymore or whatever. So, but we got to see it one last time, and so one of the shows that they had done was with the people on like the dirt bikes, and then they did that whole roll cage thing. So that was like super cool, and I'm very excited to see all this. So definitely gonna bring you along with us so you can check it out with us. But before we leave, we're gonna have lunch, and I'll show you what that looks like. The sourdough bagel saga. So we've got like, there's like 3 left in this bag. Okay, so this one looks a little messed up because as it was like fermenting, like on the tray, like I had it on the tray, we ended up having to leave them in the oven overnight. The oven was off, it was just the oven light was on, and because they were not rising. And then when I went to put them in the water to like boil them, because you have to boil them for like 2 to 3 minutes on either side, and then you can bake them just to get that like that chewy texture. And like this one was like stuck to another one, and so that's why it looks the way it does. So for taste, I will say that they do taste really good. Don't really taste much of the strawberry. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe like a little strawberry extract. I kind of thought about doing that. This is a learning process because, so these are not as dense as the first batch was. They're actually, even though they're like thin, they're like bagel thins, even though they're thin, they're very soft in the middle. So whereas like the first batch was like completely dense, hard as a rock, like I hated them, but these ones are definitely softer. So I think what I'll have to do next time is, like the first time I made the bagels, I used my stand mixer and I did like the kneading with like the dough hook, and I did it for 10 minutes because that's what the recipe said. And this time with these bagels, I did it by hand for about 6 minutes. And I think that just kind of helped with that. Maybe, I don't know, like the sourdough starter was like, it was active and bubbly enough to make 2 loaves of sourdough sandwich bread. It was, the sandwich bread came out perfect, but I don't think it was active and bubbly enough to make the bagels, if you're tracking what I'm trying to say here. So I think it was active just enough, so maybe that's why it was softer in the middle. It wasn't so dense. I didn't stick it in the refrigerator like I did the first time. I kneaded it by hand for less amount of time. I let it sit overnight in the oven. So there's different things that I like did from between the first time and then the second time. So I think the third time, because CJ wants me to try this again, I'm just gonna make sure that the sourdough starter is like nice, active, and bubbly. So I've been like making sure that I feed it every single day. In fact, this morning I've already started feeding it, and I've had to switch it out to this bigger jar. So that way I can keep feeding it. There's enough room. And if you're wondering why I keep it in the refrigerator, is because like what, a year, 2 years ago or whatever it was, when I had bought my sourdough starter, because I bought my sourdough starter from Azure Standard, and it gives you like the directions on the jar of what to do, how to feed it, where to store it, and they tell you to put it in the refrigerator. So that's just what I've always done. I know some people keep it in the fridge, some people keep it on the counter. It's just whatever you want to do. I don't think either way is wrong. But anyway, I think like in the refrigerator, it's like a slower fermentation, I think. But anyway, it's fine. So I'm feeding it every single day that way, because there's only 3 bagels left and we're eating them. And that way, when I go to make the next batch of bagels, it will be very active. I'll knead it by hand, you know, do all the things that I did the second time. Maybe one of these times we're going to get it down. We're going to get it right, and it'll be delicious. And that's the other thing too, is that like they ended up tasting just fine. They're just flat. It is what it is. Last night, Charlotte made some homemade donuts. She did 2 batches this time, and they turned out so good. Oh my gosh. So her dad didn't get to have any the first time she made them, so she made them again. And she made a strawberry frosting, because we have a ton of strawberries. Let me show you. You see all those? There are more behind it, and there's more back there and right back there. We've got a ton of strawberries. And the reason I didn't buy them, I actually got them for free, because a friend of mine, she has like this organization where she does like these outreaches, and she orders trucks through like donations and stuff, and it's just to kind of like help people in need and stuff. And so she's like, hey, come get some strawberries. So I got a whole bunch of strawberries. And so now we're like, okay, we're gonna make all the strawberry things. So stay tuned for some videos, because we're probably gonna be making a lot of strawberry recipes. So last night, Charlotte, when she made her donuts, there is a recipe for a strawberry frosting made with like the fresh strawberries, and she did that. Oh my God, they're so good. And then she had some chocolate, so then she wanted to do a chocolate drizzle on some of them, so they turned out amazing. That is it for now. I'll show you what lunch is gonna look like whenever we have it, and then we'll take you along to the show. All right, this is lunch for today. This is the Michaela Thomas cheesy chicken garlic bites. So I just have this on some English muffins. I got some of the cotton candy grapes and some little veggie chips. So that is going to be my lunch. I had already made today's lunch. He had already eaten it, but I wanted to show you that this was like some Norwegian mustard that he had brought home. And it's actually not too bad. We tried it on a hot dog. There was this, and he also brought home this hot dog sauce. This is like the weirdest thing. Oh, it's a hot dog dressing, excuse me.
Just mayo.
Look at this. TJ found this in Norway. So we're gonna give it a try. This looks like putting mayo on a hot dog. That's just weird. Yeah, can't read the words on it because I don't speak Norwegian, but this does taste really good. We did try it on a couple of hot dogs. I don't understand the calories on this or anything, so I just had it on just one hot dog with like the like the keto buns, just to keep it low calorie as possible, but still wanting to try some stuff that he had brought home. So just thought that was kind of interesting. And then also with this mustard too, like if you like look at our mustard, like we usually have like these little pop caps, right? Or ones that like twist. This cap is different. Like look, I can't do it with one hand. It pops off like that, and that way you don't get any of like the mustard crusty stuff like in there, and then it just squeezes out of there, and then ta-da. It's just like the weirdest thing. But this is actually some pretty good mustard. We've been using it, and I just put it, TJ had an egg salad sandwich and some chips, and so I used that in his egg salad. I just wanted to show you like the different tops. It's kind of funny. And since we were talking about like the Norwegian things that TJ had brought home, because yes, he went to Norway for work, and he brought home some chocolate because he knows I love chocolate. So I have no idea what this is called, but this has got like the fruits and nuts in it. And we've actually tried a square for each of this, and like these are so good. So this one's like the nuts and fruits. This one I believe is milk chocolate, hence the cow. So that's what that looks like. These were so delicious. Oh, and it's got like the wafers. So that was this one, and then this one is like the hazelnut, and again, delicious. Okay, so he had also brought home something that's called bacon smacks. It's not like a pork rind, right?
Something like that.
I don't know, but they looked like little tiny pieces of bacon. They were really good, but that's all gone. I can't even show it to you. And he brought home Pepsi Max. We're convinced that at one point in time in history in the U.S. that we actually had Pepsi Max here, but they no longer sell it, but they sell it in other countries. Oh, here's the can.
It says Oslo.
Oslo. Okay. There's the Pepsi Max can. That was the, I think the city he was in or near or whatever. But anyway, and so then of course it's got the soccer or football as they call it, 100 milliliters, whatever. Anyway, so it's not like your normal can, because it's like tall and skinny. Like, okay, here's a good example. So I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. See, it's like short and fat, and that's like tall and skinny, if you if you can see what I'm trying to get at. So their cans are like completely different there. Went to Norway for work, and so he brought home some stuff for us to like try and check out. The red chocolate, he said, came from Germany, not Norway. So, okay, I'm done with that. Here you go. Oh, and there was some jerky that he brought home too. Reindeer jerky. This actually tastes really good. We keep it in the freezer. It's like really thin. And this one's got like this smoky flavor too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is really good. I think that is probably it. That's all he brought home. But so anyway, I just wanted to show you because it's, new to us, so I wanted to share it with you. Two of them at the same time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Saturday morning, and it is the next day, and I just wanted to hop on here to end the vlog, but also to talk about the monster truck show that we went to last night. It was fun. We had a good time. What part of the show we did get to see, you know, like when the trucks were going and the motorcycles, like that was really cool. But the show was very slow moving. I don't know if it's because they just didn't have enough workers. There was like, they were late getting started. The show was only supposed to be like an hour and a half long, and it was like already creeping up on 8 o'clock, and we just kind of had enough. We got there way too early, so then we went over to Atwood's, which actually I could show you like some things that we had gotten over at Atwood's. And then we show up right when the gates opened. They weren't ready. Like, some of us were lining up because like I had gotten like the early bird special, so, and they weren't even ready to scan the QR codes and stuff like that. But anyway, we got in, and they were just kind of sitting there, and they weren't even ready for like another half an hour for the pit party to actually start. There was only like, technically there was 5 trucks, but one of them was like a bus, and that bus was only there for like the rides for like kids, which you had to pay extra for. And let me tell you, 2 hours of listening to that siren, and all they were doing was just going around in circles. They didn't even go over like little mini hills or anything like that. So listening to that siren for like 2 hours got really annoying really quick. Tickets to get into the show were like super cheap, but everything was so expensive. So I did show you that we did get some popcorn. TJ and I, we got like 1 hot dog, which, oh, and then the food. The popcorn was the only thing that was actually good. They had bar-ass hot dogs, and they were cold. They were in like those little heat sleeve things, and they were in like one of those hot boxes, because they already had like some pre-done up, and then like the funnel cakes, which we didn't even get a funnel cake. Charlotte wanted one, but they're like $15. I'm like, holy crap, and you don't even get anything special on them. They were in this like this hot box, and then when we go to eat it, it's like, it's cold. I'm like, okay, so I just paid $5 for a cold bar-ass hot dog. I ate half of it. And then TJ and I shared some nachos, which all it was chips and cheese, in which case the chips were stale, but you paid $10 for it. Paid $10 for the popcorn. That was actually good. They didn't even have full 20-ounce sodas, and I don't even know how much I paid for those. Charlotte enjoyed her cotton candy. He's fine, whatever. But just like, you know, all the extra stuff is like super expensive, which I understand. They have to make a profit. It's whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so like the actual show was like really cool. But anyway, it was creeping up on 8 o'clock, and we're just like, my butt was getting numb. I was dying to like get up and walk around, but there was nowhere to go. There's too many people. There was like nowhere to go. So just like sitting there. And then there was like a brief intermission. And I'm like, oh my God. And then there was gonna be like the second half of the show. And we're like, how much more? And then they were trying to get like the motorcycles to go again. And I'm like, what else is there to do with the motorcycles? We already seen motorcycles. I want to see more of the trucks. But that was like also so loud. Like Charlotte and I were like holding our ears the whole time that they were going. So anyway, we left early. Then we went to Whataburger because it sounded like a really good idea to go get some milkshakes. That's not something we do normally. So this was like a special treat. We went to Whataburger, and I got their banana pudding milkshake. if you like banana pudding, that was really good. We really enjoyed that one. I got one and I let, you know, TJ and Charlotte try it, and they liked it too. We did get some food. I got a burger. I got just their original burger with some cheese on it. And then I just like grabbed a couple of french fries from TJ and Charlotte. We ended up just going home. So that was our evening. But let me show you really quick what I had gotten over at Atwood's. So earlier I had showed you the Cowboy Kent's like chutney. His products are sold over at Atwood's. And he's a YouTuber. He's actually really good. He makes a lot of awesome recipes. So he's got like a chuck wagon. He goes out like in the middle of nowhere, and so all the cowboys, he cooks for them. And anyway, so he's got like a lot of great recipes. So this is the Kent Roland's Red River Mud Barbecue Sauce. So we saw this and I wanted to give it a try. We haven't tried this one yet, but his chutney is super good. I do have a couple of his seasonings that I bought on his website. We did get some Dots pretzels, and this honey mustard one is Charlotte's favorite. The barbecue flavor is my favorite. And holy smokes, I cannot find this anywhere, but Charlotte actually found it over at Atwood's. And I had only tried this because like they had like the smaller bags over at the gas station, and they were like just trying to get rid of them, and so they were selling them for like 50 cents, and I tried them and I'm like, holy crap. And you can't find these over at Walmart. Like I haven't tried the buffalo flavor one yet. I think TJ said he has tried it and he doesn't like it, but this barbecue, it's a nice barbecue flavor. So this was my favorite, and I was super excited to find it over there. So I'll probably be buying some more of that. Okay, now we're in the refrigerator because I already put everything away. So they have these pickles. Their pickles are really good. So we had already bought this one. It's the double dills. This is super good. There is garlic pieces. We actually took one of our hard-boiled eggs and stuck it in there, and just like so it could get some flavor. It actually worked. The double dills is really good. So we just tried to get... We wanted to try the Whatcha-Dill pickles and the farmhouse pickles. So we're going to guess these are just as good. So the other thing I had gotten was this dress. It is so pretty. The pattern on here is really nice. So it's brown and it's got just these little like flowery details to it. I haven't tried it on yet. So I have no idea if it fits, but I kept the receipt just in case it does. Or in case it doesn't. Anyway, I thought this would be super cute to wear. It is like a shorter skirt. Or not skirt, but a shorter dress, and so I was going to wear it with my cowboy boots. And since our anniversary is coming up, I figured this would be just a nice way to dress up for our anniversary. And that's it. That's all I think that's all that we had gotten over at Atwood's. But anyway, so like I said, it is Saturday morning. Today's a rest day for me, even though I'm like in my workout clothes. I got some steps in. I got about 1.5 miles in on the walk-in pad. Today is a cleaning day, so please excuse my messy hair right now. Saturdays is when I get a lot of my cleaning done, so I ain't dressing up anytime soon. I did get some, I'm trying to call them cinnamon rolls. They're not cinnamon rolls. They're sourdough strawberry rolls, which let me just show you really quick. Okay, so we've already eaten these, and TJ accidentally smushed them with the lid, so excuse that. But anyway, we've already had a couple of them. So you use like your sourdough discard. This is actually really easy to throw together, believe it or not, and it's got like a cream cheese frosting over top of it. So we're just trying to find strawberry recipes to use all these strawberries up before they go bad and stuff. So I saw a recipe on Pinterest for these sourdough strawberry rolls. Never made cinnamon rolls before, like homemade cinnamon rolls before, so this was all new to me. I do have some tweaks that I'm gonna make, because I'll do this again. But there's gonna be some tweaks with the strawberry sauce, which also, by the way, tastes delicious. It just needs to thicken up just a little bit more. But stay tuned, because that video, I did film it for you. That video is going to come out later in the week. So make sure your bell is clicked, you are subscribed, and watch out for that video. I'm going to be making some more strawberry recipes for you to check out, and sourdough recipes, because since I've like moved my sourdough starter into a bigger jar, and I'm trying to make sure that I feed it every single day so we can keep making these homemade delicious recipes. So, and then I'm going to be sharing them with you. So anyway, I'm going to close out today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell, share with somebody you love, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.